I've been running this strategy for the last few months, and I like to believe it's beating the wheel strategy. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Yo, what's going on, Premium Chasers? I hope you are having an absolutely God-blessed day. Very special ebook for everybody that drops a comment down below. No opt-in, no funny business. You guys already know I love to give out these ebooks. You're getting the Pete Strangle ebook. I just wrote this thing this morning. You're going to get it completely for free, and it's going to be a perfect accompanying guide to what you're going to learn in today's video. So, guys, I, again, hope you're having a God-blessed day. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps this channel grow, and it is completely for free. So I hope that you do that little bit of favor for me. Let's get into today's video. Guys, today, let's just talk about quickly what the wheel strategy is in case somebody doesn't really know before we take it to the next level, like what I've been doing for the past couple months. Okay, I'm going to show you guys some of the trades that I'm currently in with this exact strategy. So, quick recap. We sell a cash secured put on a stock that we want to own, right, at a discounted price on a certain date. We wait till we get assigned. If we get assigned, no, okay, we then sell another put. We get our collateral working. Eventually, though, hopefully, right, if you're in good stocks, you get assigned, you buy your shares, and then we go to sell a covered call. That is where we're putting our shares on the line now, right? We're putting our 100 shares on the line, saying we're willing to sell them at a certain price and a certain date, right? And eventually, right, we wait till the expiration date or before, whatever, right? If we don't sell them, right, cool, we sell another 100 calls, we collect more juicy premiums, right? Eventually, though, we sell our shares, hopefully, right? We cut our collateral back plus appreciation plus all the juicy premium we collected along the way, and we sell another cash secured put, and the wheel goes around and round and round. The absolute best options trading strategy that I wish I learned sooner, okay? But I think there's a better way. Now, the way I'm going to show you does require a little bit more collateral, but in my personal opinion, it does increase your gains. And if you're doing this on companies you like anyway, in my personal opinion, my personal strategy, I think it's worth the risk, but you're going to have to weigh those risks for yourself. So what this strategy is called, it's called the covered strangle, and somebody in my group called it the Pete Strangle once. I take no credit, but that's what we're calling this ebook because it's my ebook and I can call things whatever I want. But today, let's show you guys the two positions that I'm in actually. So what a covered strangle is as a high level is essentially we're doing the wheel strategy two times, okay? We double wheel in it, right? Inception style, right? So what we are saying is we are selling a call and we are selling a put at the same exact time. Okay, right? Why is that important? Well, we're double dipping on the income, on the premium that we're collecting from selling a put, right, and selling a call, right? Now, this strategy is kind of like, I like to think of, you're kind of threading the needle, and it's a win-win-win, a triple win in my personal opinion, right? You're going to weigh the risk for yourself. So here's the positions that I'm currently in, okay? So right here, right, and I'm going to map this all out on my calculators for you so you guys see. So first and foremost, I have a 29 call, right, expiring on 12/19. All I'm saying is I'm willing to sell my 100 shares of SoFi on December 19th. Okay, let's put this in the covered call calculator. Let's map it out for ourselves. On my calculators, guys, you already know it's all free, baby. Attend the Ark Options Strategy workshop, and it's yours. And I saw one of y'all, saying, Pete, I stayed till the end, and I didn't get it. Well, you wasn't paying attention, and you didn't check your email because I do give all this stuff away. You get my trade log templates and my calculators, all right? So, yeah, you'll be able to get that all for free. So let me map this out. So I have a $29 call. Let's go to my covered call calculator. I'm going to zoom in for everybody here so we can all see everything. We collected, let's show you how much this premium was. So we collected, we'll just say 69 for simple math, $69 of premium right here, $69 of premium. Our strike of the option, that's what I'm willing to sell it for, is $29, right? I purchased them for $28. I actually got assigned the week before on that. That's why I did the covered call. So I got assigned at $28, and I did them for the following week, which gave me a premium return of 2.46. How is that calculated? It's $69 divided by $2,800 because I'm essentially risking $2,800. That's my cost basis on my 100 shares. So this is my full potential return on this trade. If SoFi decides to rip on the 19th and it's trading at $35, $40, I miss out on all those gains because I said I'm selling my shares at $29. That's the biggest risk of the covered call, right? It can get away from you, right? Especially on a growth stock like SoFi. But for me, guys, I'm not gonna freak out if I sell my shares because I'm already mapping out the trade. I'm doing this. For me, this fits my risk tolerance. It fits my personal financial goals. You got to go figure out what those are for you. So for me, me, I'm okay with missing out on any upside, right? Because when I'm running this thing, I run this a lot different than a lot of people, guys, right? I'm running this and I don't care. I don't need to kick cans down the road. I very rarely roll, right? Because I want to lock in the gains. I want to get assigned and do my covered calls. And usually when you don't want to get assigned or sell your shares, it's because you didn't have a strategy. So you keep kicking down the road. Now there's arguments to be had. There's only one argument that I would agree with, and that is rolling out covered calls when your cost base is extremely low to not trigger a taxable event. Totally understandable. Totally agree with you there. All right. But with that said, that is our covered call leg. Now let's go look at the cash secured put leg. So now you see I have a SoFi 2550 put, right, that I collected $45 of premium, a little bit of a fee there, 3 cents, right? And that is $45 of premium. So let's go put this into my cash secured put calculator. Again, all of these calculators are free at the end of the Ark Options Strategy workshop. Definitely go attend that. It is a great time. 2550 collected $45 in premium, $45 in premium. How much am I risking here? Well, I'm risking 2550, right? What does that mean? What do you mean you're risking it, Pete? Well, I'm locking up $2,550, right, until the 19th because I may have to buy 100 shares of SoFi. So the biggest risk on the put side, right, is that, let's say on the 19th, SoFi is at 23, 20, 19, 10. Your boy's on the hook to buy it for 2550. Whew. That's a big risk, right? Weigh them for yourself. For me, I'm cool with it because I want to lower my cost basis. So what have I created here, right? I now have these two positions. I've mapped out what I'm comfortable with my personal risk tolerances. I got about a 1.76% return here. That's 45 divided by how much money I'm putting on the line, right? And then I have my covered call side, all right? And you could see here, this is the trade. What do I mean when I said thread the needle? Okay. Well, let's just bring up a quick little chart here. Okay. Let's bring up a chart here. So right now, at the time of recording this, SoFi is trading at 26.85. Okay. We'll quickly refresh this page, make sure everything is going here. Okay. A little bit of red day here at the time of recording. Whatever. So, what is the ideal situation for me here? In a perfect world, right? On the 19th, SoFi will be below 29. But above 2550. If that happens, I am not obviously selling my shares because it's at $29, right? And I am also not buying shares because I'm at 2550. Okay? I'm not. So I walk away with the premium only. I'm out of there. Right? And that's good, right? I capture this full premium. If I let it fully go to both of these, go to the actual expiration, and I walk away. And then for the following week, I do my covered strangle for the following Friday again, right? I'll sell another call because I didn't sell my shares. I got to go put those puppies to work, right? And I got my $2,550. I'm going to go sell another put. Now, am I going to use the same strike prices? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's all about what the market's giving me at the time. If we stay at, like, let's say, we're trading at like 26, right? Next Friday, I'm not going to do the 2550. That's way too close to the money. I'm going to be doing a put, again, around the 24, maybe 2450s, right? I'm going to go a few strikes down depending on what my ROI and collateral goals are, right? And what I'm looking at, right? We know this market can flip. The 19th, who knows? SoFi is very volatile, right? So the premiums are juiced up. You get a little bit more risk, obviously, with these kind of growth stocks. Now, obviously, go do your own research on stocks. I'm not giving you a recommendation to go to SoFi. SoFi is a risky company, in my personal opinion. It's a high flyer, but me personally, I am very bullish on SoFi, me personally, but you got to go look at the fundamentals of the company and find your own reasons for investing, and that goes for everybody on YouTube. Okay, never get your go just trade because somebody on YouTube told you so. That's a one-way ticket. You know exactly where to Reddit saying you got a blown account. But with that said, that is the kind of like best case scenario, right? So that's win one for me, right? Win number two, in my personal opinion, right, is SoFi drops down to 2550. Okay, let's say SoFi drops down and it is trading at 25, 24, whatever, right? Okay, perfect. I get assigned my shares. Now I have 200 shares that I can sell covered calls on. Okay, now for the following week, I can do a covered call, right, for, let's say, above my cost basis or at my cost basis to just get those shares to work. So let's say I get assigned SoFi's trading at 25. I get assigned at 2550. Well, for the following week, depending on the premium I'm able to get, I might consider doing 2550 calls. 25.50, right at the money, right at what I got assigned at, 25.50 calls. Now in this case, I got assigned at 28 for the calls I have here, so the premium made sense, and I did 29s. I did 29 calls for that Friday, right? So that worked out for me. Right, I was able to go a strike above, maybe even 2, sometimes maybe even 3, depending on what the charts are and really the technicals are doing at the time of me opening up that positions, right? So what's the next case, right? What's the next case? Well, what if SoFi here, right? Actually, I have to sell my shares. Okay, perfect. Right, I'm gonna get $2,900, right? Because I sold my shares, plus I have that premium that I collected up front. And what do I do with that extra collateral now, right? I then sell 2 puts. I sell 2 puts for the following week, right? And guess what? Hopefully, I will get assigned. Now, will I do the puts at the same price? No. I will not. I will do a little bit one that's more aggressive because I want to get assigned so then I can keep doing my Peach Strangle. There are cases at times where I may outright buy 100 shares, but I usually will never buy 100 shares of a stock if it's all-time high. So or not all-time highs, or close to all-time highs. So if I end up selling my shares of SoFi, again, because I've been trading SoFi for a bit, I don't know. I don't know. Like me personally, like if it's at 29, I sell my shares. I'm not buying 100 shares at like 29 or 30 if it's trading at just to do covered calls. I'd rather go and just do like 2 or 3 puts contracts, scattering my strike prices. I might do like a 27 put, a 25 put, and like a 23 put, just depending on what the collateral is. Right? I'm not just going to dump all that extra collateral that I just got to buy 100 shares at like all-time highs. That doesn't make sense. I'd rather just deploy it. So you're not always doing the strangle exactly every week, right? Because there's going to be times where it's just not going to work out for you. You may have to buy your shares, so you might be doing double covered calls the following week. But in my personal opinion, it's a win-win-win, right? Number one, win, right? Obviously, we thread the needle between 29, 25, 50, and we walk away with the adjusted premium. Second one, we lower our cost base, and we can do two covered calls the following week, right? And number 3, right, is we sell our calls, we lock in appreciation, not paper gains, right? And we walk away, right, with extra collateral to do more cash secured puts for the following week. That's the strategy, guys, and I go way more in depth with this in the Ark Options Strategy Workshop. If you want that, all these trade logs that I have, all these calculators that I literally live in every single day, click that first link in the description of today's video. Attend the Ark Options Strategy Workshop. It's about 90 minutes of amazing training so you can get this stuff up and running for yourself. I believe you can make this as complex or as easy as you want for yourself. You could do this in 15 minutes a week, or you can adjust this to your lifestyle to spend a few hours a week. That's what's great about this strategy. I believe it can fit into truly anybody's life that wants to actually be involved in the markets, but not be like a short-term trader. I am not a day trader. I will never be a day trader. It is the last thing that I want to be is staring at candlesticks and drawing, drawing abstract art on the candles. I call them the Picassos of the candlestick. So attend that Ark Options Strategy Workshop. Click that first link in the description of today's video, guys. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.